Hi, this is Shamrondi from Providence Life Design. So, it's taking me forever to make this video. I'm over here like being a matchmaker. You know I love to, those that know me. I'm quite the matchmaker. Anyway, so I made this video is so important, and I feel like I've lightly touched upon this before in past videos, but yesterday evening I went to a real estate investors networking event that they keep monthly in my area, and they keep it in the next county as well for those that that flip houses, have real estate investment properties, who are interested in starting, who are interested in like wholesaling properties, that type of thing. So that's a place where I network. I meet real estate investors. If people want staging, if you have questions, that type of thing, right? So during this event last night, I took notes because I was like, I have to do a whole video about this. Like, we got to really talk about this. And the reason why it stood out so much to me while I was sitting in the meeting was because I had a customer yesterday, lovely young woman. The day she scheduled the appointment with me, she told me that she was looking to do a bathroom. She wanted a bathroom design, but it was for a house that she's going to have to temporarily live in until she moves out, and that she's going to rent it at that point, right? So, I let her say what she had to say. I didn't, make too much of it at that point, just to schedule the appointment. I think I was like meeting with somebody else at the same time. So that happens all the time. All the time. So we finally meet, and now she's at crunch time. Like, her install is being done today, right? And we're having her install is being done tomorrow. And yesterday, she and I are having this whole, situation. At one point, I left her to her own recognizance. I was like, listen, I'm going to come back with you. I'm going to circle back and see how it's going with you, okay? Because you have to make these harsh choices. And really, in retrospect, what she was doing is just like narrowing down where her samples are going to be to take it home so her boyfriend could see them, and then for him to ultimately help her make that decision. All right, let me not get messy. So, I think that it is really important that if you are a homeowner, if you are a space that needs to be refreshed, it needs to be redone, you need to think about that space and how you're going to use it or how you're not going to use it. Because when you shop, like dating, it's with purpose. It's like, are we shopping for tile for a place that is going to be only for a rental unit that we're renting, or is it our forever home? Is it a condo? Do we know we're only going to live? When I say all these things, I don't want you to get confused. These are questions I want you to ask yourself. Which of these apply to you? Is this my forever home? Is this a rental property? Is this an investment property? Am I flipping this house? Is it a condo? Am I going to live in here for at least 2 years? Do I plan on getting rid of it after 5 years because I cannot resell it? I can't sublet it. I need to resell. All of these different things affect you when you make a decision. I need you guys to stay. This is so important. And when you go shopping, or if you consult, or you hire someone, or you bring in a decorator, or you're going to meet with a contractor that's going to do work, I need you to mention this at some point or another. It behooves you to do so. Okay? If you're going to sell the house or sell the condo, you need to keep in mind, where am I located? Where is this property located? What is the market rate? What is the comparable market rate? If my neighbor sold their house, what are they asking for? We talking under $500,000? We're talking above $500,000. Okay? Are we talking, small family investment property? We're talking under $250,000. All of this stuff makes a difference, guys. Okay? If you are acquiring a house wholesale and you are going to flip it to gain a profit, that makes a difference. For you, that means that you shouldn't be looking at any one material that costs more than $2 a square foot. Like $2 a square foot is at the top of your budget because you're trying to get the most that you can get. Also leave room for the laboring that you're going to have to bring in. Okay? And then you still got to make room for the other things that you cannot control the cost when you're looking to do things that are going to draw in the customer for sake of style. So plumbing fixtures and things like that. Backsplash, that type of thing if you're trying to do natural stone. All of those things are going to tip your budget. Is going to tip it. The whole floor is going to be this marble. And it's going to be parquet. It's going to be so... Alright, sorry guys. I drew on hold. Okay, so we were talking about what it is you need to consider when you're making these, choices. So I already told you, you're going to do real estate investment. It needs to be under $2 a square foot. You need to try to hold on as much as possible to that kind of a dollar figure per square foot. And then it's okay if, one of the items come to more, but then you want to kind of like balance that deficit with the other one. You want to make sure that you're going under 175 a square foot for the other one, so you could kind of like make sure there's some kind of balance or whatever the case may be, right? If you are going to use a house temporarily and you plan on making it a rental property, keep in mind you are not choosing product for your taste. You are not choosing for your taste. I said that 2 times. Because some of you guys need to get that in your head, all right? Don't try to get all fancy and bring in, green mosaic. Who wants to be stuck with your personal choices? There may be something from your childhood that makes you want to have green mosaic. Don't come in and impose that on somebody else. Now, if it's a cheap apartment, when I say cheap, I mean something that's going to, $1,000 a month, then, those people are pretty much at the mercy of whatever you choose to put in there. But if you're commanding, a premium dollar starting at a 1-bedroom unit, starting at $1,600, $1,600 a month, no messiness. Don't cut tile for stepovers. Use proper threshold. Make sure it's light and bright, right? Use good quality. Use porcelain. Don't use any god-awful Subway. If you're going to use Subway, make sure it's put in a tasteful way. Don't go and pick up the guy from Home Depot to install it. Like, think about what it is you're trying to bring. You're trying to command $1,600 and more a month. What kind of customer is that? What does the avatar of your customer look like? This is somebody who's in the service industry. This is somebody who's, who's a high-level executive. This is somebody who may possibly drive, a luxury vehicle. You don't give them crap. All right?